Here at Simply Garden, with over 50 years of gardening experience, I believe in keeping things simple and productive while gardening in your own backyard. Well, afternoon here in southern New Hampshire, Zone 5, and we're going to go ahead and put on some more of this special, it's called Surrounded Home Crop Protectant, which comes from Gardens Alive, and this is the product. Basically the mixture is 2 cups, it's a clay-based product, 2 cups per gallon of water, and this helps to control damage from various insects, mites, disease, pests. It also helps with the growth, helps reduce, protect against sunburn and heat stress of the trees. Right now, unfortunately, we're kind of going through a drought here, but the fruit trees are doing fine, looking good and healthy. But this definitely helps reduce the pests from coming at it. We're also going to put in some broad spectrum insecticide, fungicide, and miticide. This is all natural for organic gardens, so you don't have to worry about causing any damage to the bees that are growing right in the same area. They're being raised, but that shouldn't be a problem for the bees at all. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and mix this together in a moment here and give it a good couple of shakes. You say shake it for about half a minute. I won't bore you with a whole half a minute, but that's basically what's going to happen here. And then we'll put the rest of the gallon to 3 gallons of water and spray the fruit trees. Okay, well, I got the mixture all mixed up on my backpack sprayer here, and we're going to start applying this clay-based product. You can see some's left over from before, but it's been a couple weeks now, and we had some rain. Every couple weeks you put this on here. I do have a little bit of a fungicide in there, but it will not hurt the bees because we're not spraying on the bees, but it's a natural product. Look at some of these apples coming along here. Looking pretty good. There we go, so you can see it. They haven't done their first drop yet, which they'll do with their own thinning, but I'm seeing a few little bites here and there. Like, for instance, I'll show you this one here. That there is a bite from one of the lousy worms, the apple fly maggot. But then the next one here is perfectly clean, so that's good to see. And these here will drop right off. They're nothing in those. Hey, going organic, you're not going to get 100%, but certain beets have a bunch of chemicals on the stuff here. So once again, this stuff is designed just to coat the leaf structure. The fruit, and this way the insects don't like it and they avoid it. The next generation we get is the cowling moths. Those are the next things that come through and create havoc on the apple trees, and that's why I have these little traps here. I'm getting ready to replace the little lure inside. I haven't seen the moths come out yet this year, but they said put them up as soon as the blossoms start coming out, which is way back in April, but haven't seen any of those guys yet. But it's the apple fly maggots that are the real pain. Boy, oh boy, they can really destroy things. Look, a nice set of apples up there. I don't know if you can see. Try to get a nice GoPro angle there. I just put the wand. Whole bunch of apples sitting right up in there. Beautiful set of them. Let's hope this, we'll get something good stuff out of them, I'm pretty sure of that. So that's all we do, is hit the trees here. Light coating. Not going to get everything, but majority of it hopefully. So what I do, I kind of focus towards the fruit itself. That's what's the most important part. I'm not that concerned about the leaves. I'm not going to hit these guys anymore because the cherries are starting to come. Not very many yet, trees small, but I do have to cover these. In fact, I didn't cover them. I have a feeling that they hit. This tree here had a ripe one on yesterday, but shit's gone. No, it's still there. I'm surprised. Well, we'll get some netting on this here, and hopefully we can keep the whatever crawled in last year and stole them all. They're ready to ripen. And next thing I know, come out to take a look. I had a net over top of it and something climbed up inside, so I wanted to really secure the net to the ground so nothing can't climb up the side, but that's the next thing to do here. We're going to hit the plums here. Plums looking really, really good this year. I'm not seeing any bites at all on these guys. It's the plum curculio, I think that's how you say it. The tiny little fly that likes to get in there and lay its eggs in the plums when they're just at the stage of where the blossom is it's getting ready to drop. And they get right in there, and you'll see a few little spots right here. There's one right here. Here we go, so you can see it. That's a little bite from it, but then they got like these guys right here, looking really, really good and clean. Nothing on them at all. So encouraging to see that. I think a good amount of plums this year too. Boy, nothing like some good plum jam. Whoo! That has good stuff. I'm sure there's many things you like making plums with, but we'll check some recipes out as we get time to pick these things, and we'll put some different recipes. I know my wife likes making some nice tarts, and looking for those. Yeah, looking really good. That's not even a bite, just a little blemish. He's like a purple plum. Looking really, really impressed this year. Wow. What a blessing. God is good. Wonderful. Of course, you know, you got to work on it together here. It doesn't happen by itself. This is a yellow, this is a more of a reddish plum, and haven't seen many on here. This is probably the most I've had in a long time on here. And they're looking pretty good too. Yeah, looking very good. Nothing, I don't know if you can see them. We'll hit this guy. Looking very good. I do find you gotta trim. I'm getting this problem here. I don't know what it's from, but let me break it up so you can take a look at it here. It's like a fungus that grows in the branch. Maybe some of you might know what this is. It's on the plums, and I'm seeing more and more of it. Maybe the fungicide I'm spraying will help slow it down, but tree's looking good overall, except for those couple areas. Fruit trees can be challenging. There's always something you got to deal with. In fact, I can see this side of the tree here doesn't look that healthy at all. Huh. I'll do a little research on that, see what that is. It's way worse this year than last year. There we go. Let's go check the pears. Pears looking really good this year. Here we go. Nice groups of them in there. A few little bites here and there, but it's okay. This is, I think, a Bartlett. Oh, something decided to take a bite out of these guys here. Who knows what that was? It's a combination of Bartlett and like an Asian pear. I forget what the third one is. It's a 3-in-1 pear tree. So what's nice about 3-in-1 pear trees, you get the pears coming at different times, so they don't all ripen at one time. I know I did write it down somewhere in one of my garden plans. I'll have to take a look and see what it's called. I was looking really good along here. Wow. Beautiful. Exciting to see that. Get a little coating here. We'll be fertilizing these fruit trees with a product from Gardens Alive. It's a fruit tree fertilizer. Do it in July, end of July. That seems to really help keep the trees moving quite well as far as their growth. So after I get down this a couple more days, then I'm going to give it the bug repellent that I've made. And if you look up a couple of my YouTubes back, you'll see it's called a natural bug repellent, and that's designed to made of vegetable oil, dish soap, and garlic powder, chili powder, and it makes a big, really helps. Keeps the bugs don't like the scent, so they just steer away from it. It's another apple tree. It's called Freedom. This apple tree is supposed to be disease-free. Not my favorite apples. Not as many this year, but here's some right in here. See if we can get this viewed in here on you. Looking nice and clean though. Really, really good. Good to see that cluster in there. They were loaded last year, not as many this year. Might just be an off year for it. Trees do that sometimes. I know peaches do that a lot. Give this thing a good shake here. Hold on here. Gotta get the chalk substance moved around side. There we go. Let's go check the peaches over here. And it's getting time to thin these guys out. So we're going to do that a little later on today when the sun goes down. Not that it really matters, just a little cooler. We're going to hit these guys. Always had good success growing peaches. Except for one year we had none. Because it got a warm up in February. And got up to 70 degrees. This is southern New Hampshire now, zone 5. And well, nobody had peaches anywhere in southern New Hampshire that year because it got warmed up, the buds swelled up, then it got to 15 below a couple weeks later, and that was it. But this year looking really good. Really encouraged to see that. Alrighty. So here we go. This other apple tree here, I'm seeing a lot of nice apples on it. Unfortunately, it kind of got a mess up in here. I don't know if you can see up there or not. There are a lot of something's going on there. Actually, just look at this coloration, which should be all right on the skin. I see a few bites, but that's okay. It's not gonna be perfect. Hey, if we get enough to make applesauce, apple pie, apple crisp, we're happy. And share some with the neighbors or family, friends. Always like to try to share what we can. Always have more than enough. When you take care of the apples the right way, you get more than enough. We had a really good crop last year. So there we go. Just want to show doing this. Oh, wait a second. This is a nice pile. Oh, these are really nice looking. Look at the nice coloration of those already. Beautiful. Wow. That is really nice looking. Hope you can see that. I'm sorry. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful cluster of apples there. All right. It's exciting to see that. And all organic, no chemicals at all.